Hello folks, hope you're doing well. Well, I hope you've had a good day so far. Anyway, this one is about, a young lady, I think, who's from India, possibly. She's on Twitter. It's Ruhama. That's, it's is ITZ, and then RUHAMA. Yeah. She asked a question: do you believe Jesus is real? She also asked another question previously: do you still believe in God? Yeah. Well, yeah. But that's why, to me, as I said, I'm still speaking to Father about this point of, well, the other day, I think I might have mentioned it on a video. I saw this thing. I think it was unbelievers' explanation of Christianity, basically talking about the fact that they believed that the whole point of faith was God doesn't exist. Basically, is what the person was saying. That God doesn't exist. That none of Scripture is true. But it's the right side of your brain talking to your left. And I've been saying to Father recently, yeah, come on, look at the evidence. The evidence suggests quite strongly that it's the right side of the brain talking to the left. Yeah, it does. It does. The evidence suggests very, very strongly that it's the right side of the brain talking to the left, that there is no God, that there is no creator. Yet there is no loving God who sent his son to die. Yeah, because he loves the world so much that, if you look at the evidence, if you look at what you can see, it doesn't look like it, does it? No. Now, hopefully that picture will change pretty soon, but I think it's got to. It has to. It's going to have to change pretty soon. Yeah. I mean, how soon pretty soon is, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But the reality is, it's down to us when it comes down to it. The reason why things look so bleak and so bad is because the church has given itself over to the devil. And so, not intentionally. No. Not intentionally. They've just chosen ways to run the church by basically giving the church over to the world. Well, the god of this world is the devil, so if you give the church over to the world, then you give the church over to the devil. If you train your ministers by a worldly system, and if you then decide every church is going to be the same, well then you're doing things according to the world, not according to God. If you're doing things according to the world, then you're doing things according to Lucifer, not according to Yeshua or Father. So, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's difficult right now. It is. Well, but as I say, part of the reason why I still find it quite easy, actually, to hold on to that belief that we're heading into a new thing is based upon the fact that right now it's getting more and more difficult to hold on to it. That sort of makes it easier to hold on to it, because you know that if we are coming towards this new thing, then, well, I said previously, we're going to have those sort of labour pains. Things are going to be very uncomfortable for a while, because if you know that this is what God is doing now, and yet that hasn't happened yet, or it isn't happening yet, then that's incredibly frustrating, to say the least. So people in that situation are going to get frustrated. People in a situation of in the old and thinking that God's going to bring some form of revival, and it's not, they're going to get continually frustrated by the situation. So, yeah, you've got an awful lot of people who are at the moment incredibly frustrated by the situation and holding on to their faith because when you look at the reality looks bleak, because it does. Certainly when you look at the world, it doesn't look good, does it? Well, you look at I just looked on Twitter for a second just to see what was there, and although I'm not even sure how I got onto this with Twitter, but there you go. That's a good point. I have no idea. But anyway, I got onto Twitter and there was someone talking about Trump again and saying that Trump should end up in prison because he took all these documents, some relating to the CIA, some relating to the FBI, but national secrets basically, which he was storing up for himself in Mar-a-Lago. Now, first of all, is that true? I don't know. Secondly, if it is true, one thing, if the FBI try to go after Trump, then you're going to have a massive amount of people on the right who are going to stand up and they're going to get their guns and they're going to try and go to war with the people that are trying to basically put Trump in prison. You know that that's going to happen because that's basically the way it's been done, isn't it? Is it possible that Trump took that stuff so that all of this hatred towards the system, the police, the FBI and government will just continue and get ramped up and ramped up and ramped up? It's possible. I think he is dangerous enough do that, to rile up his base, because guarantee you, if he starts doing his going in front of the crowds again, he will be mentioning this, and he'll be mentioning about the fact the government is trying to stop him from standing again at the next election. It's a very, very dangerous situation, to say the least. Well, and that's the way the world is, and so certainly people close to that in America, you imagine what their view is as to whether God does really exist. They're hoping, really hoping, because only God can stop this. Where you've got half of America warring against the other half, only God can stop that. And to some people, the reality of that is quite serious. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not. No, I don't think so. There may be the fear of that, but I think you may have maybe a few hundred people doing it. But I think really the army, the FBI, and law enforcement, I think they're pretty capable of dealing with that. There should be, at least. There'll be a few hundred people maybe march on Washington, but they'll be turned back pretty blinking quickly when they realise that they're not getting the support that they thought they would. That's most likely what's going to happen. But as I say, that's the problem. You look at the reality and you see, behold it, there's a lot of darkness. You've got the left, pushing their agendas now, and the dangerousness of their agendas as well. And so there's a lot of darkness right now, and we who are supposed to be the light don't seem to have much to shine at this moment in time. No, I mean, that seems to be true. We don't seem to have much to shine. Well, because I can keep telling people what God has told me up to now, and I will do so. Certainly when the opening is there, I will do that. But at some point in time, that needs to be backed up with evidence. That needs to be backed up with, my life is now reflecting that. Or, somebody's life is starting to reflect that. Because Chris Blackerby, was his life ever really reflecting that? No, not really. He had things happening. God blessing him in nice little ways. I've had that. Nice little ways. I did the video talking about the red chair, Graham Norton red chair thing. Where God was telling me about the celebrities. Then he told me the name of someone who wasn't a celebrity. Next person up in the red chair, he told me what her name would be, and it was. And there was no way, shape or form I could know that. So that was a blessing. That was knowing that there was communication there. Good, fantastic. But did that continue? No. No, so it's what it is right now. So difficult, because I say we're in this. Well, after I did the stand, God said rest. Am I still in that resting point? Maybe. I don't know. Well, certainly from a spiritual point of view, yes. Because things haven't really taken off, so therefore probably yes. But I'm not totally sure, but I'd say probably yes. And when you're in that sort of situation, it's going to be, isn't it? Yeah. It is going to be, because you've got this new thing coming, and that's why I say it is like birthing pains. You do get something akin to that, because God has, if God has shown me what He's going to do next, and what that's supposed to be about, and the majority don't see that, then that has to be brought into. Now, as I say, it's not necessarily me who's going to bring that into, but even seeing that coming into is like giving birth. Because you're bringing something into reality that wasn't in reality before. And of course, would that be painful? Yeah. To a certain degree. Certainly frustrating, certainly uncomfortable. So, if that's what we're in, then as I say, you've got to expect for that to be the case. I mean, put it this way: if this is the thing of God, we know from Scripture, did the devil try to stop Yeshua? We're supposed to believe that, aren't we? But do we really think that, if the devil was an angel beforehand, and he would know Yeshua, he would know him as the Son of God, he would know that there's no way, shape or form that any temptation he offers him is going to be taken, right? Of course. But let's say from a Christian point of view, should we expect that the devil's going to try and get in the way of people now? Maybe. Maybe. But certainly, are there going to be things happening in reality that are going to distract you if you're not focusing on the solution, if you're focusing just on the problem? And it makes it difficult, of course, but that's all part of it. So even this situation, this is standing, and this is standing on something immense. So I stood on that thing for 8 months now. To a certain degree, I'm able to stand on this now. Yeah, because God gave me these details in October 2021, and we're now in August 2022, and really I'm having to pretty much stand on those promises of God that this is what He's doing now. So it's like, okay. And that's the thing, I only just understood that. So there you go. You get it as I get it. So yeah. Right, you take care, God bless. I will speak to you soon. Have a fantastic week. I pray the weather be good for you, wherever you are. Be blessed. Bye bye.